Alright, guys, welcome to ESPN 2K5 football. Like I told you guys, I was going to do two videos of two different games, and that's how I was going to, go about playing, or how I was going to go about uploading. Now, I was going to originally do backyard football, but when I recorded it came out a little bit too bright, so you really couldn't see anything. I've already tested this. It is bright, but it's not as bright. Yeah, it is bright, but it's not as bright as it would be. And if you guys remember, I told you my favorite team was the Jets, so that's the guys we're going with. Yeah, just glad we were aboard. And as you guys, if you don't know, in this game you can do weekly preparation in the game, which is a cool feature that I have actually on my other profile, but for the sake of time and stuff like that, I don't want to do weekly preparation and then spend 10 minutes setting that up, and then so I've done it like this, just with no weekly preparation, just classic go up and go against each other. I think practice is still an option. I haven't actually gone to it when I have weekly preparation off. I haven't spent time looking for it, so I'm not really sure. But yeah, ESPN 2K5. The hope you guys like the other two videos. Like I said, in both of them, I know quality isn't as good as when the those cameras actually fit to record the games or record things off of TV. But I don't have one of those, like I said, so I'm doing it from my laptop. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoy the game. The brightness is all the way down also on this one, so that the glare isn't blinding and you can't see anything. So I hope you guys like the walkthrough, the playthrough. I'll be doing the whole season, and just like on WWE, it's me shooting and playing. So if I blow somebody out, there was no redos. There was no editing to where I lost 5 times and then put the one I won up. If I lost, you saw me lose. If I won, you saw me win. So that's pretty much how this is going to be run, just like that. And I don't remember if you have to reset the difficulty after when you start a new one, so let me check real quick. No, you don't. It is on All Pro. But I know it's only my third video, but I'm curious, how you guys, found it. Did you find it by accident? Did you find it because you were feeling nostalgic? How did you find this video, or even the other two videos of SmackDown vs. Raw 2008? How did you come across my channel? I appreciate the view. If you could leave a like and a comment, that would be great. And if you can go check out the other two videos, that would also be fantastic. That would help me. That would mean a lot to me. And when I put up the second one of this, which might just be the second part of this game, obviously, depending how this goes, if you can give the second part of this a view, a like, comment, everything helps, I don't condemn anyone's opinion on what on So if you leave a comment like, "Oh, you suck, I hate you, hope you get hit by a train," well, I mean that's a bit much, but I won't fire back at you because it's YouTube. We're all here for the same thing. We're all here to have fun, be entertained. So, you know, if you don't like it, I'm sorry about that. But I'm not gonna have a YouTube battle with someone who thinks I'm awful, who thinks I'm like the worst thing since the plague. So, shit, call the wrong play. Damn it, time out, time out. Okay, never mind, not time out. Sorry guys, it is like 12 o'clock it is like 12 midnight, so I'm a little bit tired. So I'm not quite sure if I'll, end up doing another game tonight. I might just, leave it at this one and show you guys the first game of the season. But, you know, if you're a Jet fan, this might bring back some memories. Justin McKearns, Chad Pennington, Curtis Martin, Santana Moss. I know that might bring back quite some memories there. Wayne Corbett is even here. And that's probably the best pass Pennington ever threw in his life. Longest run of his life too. But I am curious to know, what you guys think about the upcoming season. What do you guys think about free agency? How do you guys think your teams or maybe other teams who haven't been good in a while will be? Like do you think the Lions will bounce back to how they were a few years ago when they had that incredible went from worst team in the NFL to I think they were 11-5, made the playoffs. Do you think that will happen? Do you think it'll be a story like that, or do you think it'll be, like another dominant team making it to Super Bowl? Do you even think it might be a Broncos versus Seahawks round two? How do you guys think the season will end up? In my opinion, that was a touchdown just now, but it's none of my business though. Actually, it is my business. Oh, suck it. But how do you guys feel about the upcoming season? What do you guys think? How the season will go? What do you guys think about the new extra point thing? Being at the 30-yard line, basically being like a chip shot field goal. Some people aren't bothered. Some people are bothered. Some people don't see really the point in doing it. It doesn't really make anything harder. Or you have the option to do a 2-point conversion, in which you would go to the, normal markers. At the what do they give you, like the inch line, to do a 2-point conversion, and somehow people still fail. Personally, me, I do a center sneak. I have my center running in there. But hey, that's just me, and I might cause a few flags. But hey, go big or go home, right? And if you've been following some, off, some of the off season, brouhaha, you know, how do you guys feel about David Wilson's breaking his neck? The Giants running back breaking his neck in training camp, might possibly have to retire. How do you guys feel about that? Do you obviously he probably should. I mean, you broke your neck, probably should retire, but Do you guys think he will? Do you guys think he should try to play? Or do you guys think it's too much of a health risk and he should just hang it up while he still has all his functions intact? And what do you guys think about the hype for Johnny Manziel? Do you think he'll end up being the starter for Cleveland by week 1? Do you think Brian Hoyer will be the starter, and then midway through the season he'll become the starter because Hoyer doesn't live up to expectation, or Hoyer gets hurt or whatever? How do you guys see Johnny Football's rookie season playing out? Personally, I think he'll probably end up being the starter by week 3. And not because of a Hoyer injury or because Hoyer's doing awful. I just think Manziel will you know, be ready for the NFL at week 3, and might even throw him a bone and say, here, go. Or even maybe they'll just keep Hoyer in until Hoyer starts doing bad, or whatever. And one of the bigger quarterback controversies we have going on right now, especially if you live in New York or if you're a Jet fan, you have the Geno Smith and Michael Vick argument. Who should take the reins, Michael Vick or Geno Smith? Now, I don't know too many people who are on the Geno Smith side of the bandwagon, but maybe they're out there, those guys. But I think Vic should be your starter. I think Vic is your no-brainer starter. With the things he did with the Eagles, despite that last season, with the things he did with the Falcons, before his whole, dog fighting and all that, and I'm probably gonna make some people mad with this comment, but yeah, he did it. He was arrested and he did his time. So why don't we just leave it alone? Why don't we just leave it back where it was at? Everybody wants to bring it up. Oh, well, his dog fighting. People don't like him anymore because dog fighting. Look, he did it. He served time for it. Served even more time for it because he did it, and then he had, what was it, like 1,800 hours of community service he had to do. So, the guy did what he had to do to, be it, and now it's just time to move on from it. It's time to move on. Can't dwell on it forever. We can't just sit here and be like, well, he did this. We can't like him. Well, he did this. Blah, blah, blah. Look, he's a human being. Everybody makes mistakes. So why don't we just leave it at the door that it came in through, and leave it at the door it exited through. Let's leave it where it's at. Now, I'm not going to tell you, oh, well, like Michael Vick because whatever. I like Vick, I always have. Like I told you guys in one of the other videos. But even if you don't like Vick, maybe you didn't like him before. Or maybe the dogfight made you not like him. Either way, I think we should leave it back where it happened. We should just leave it and forget about it. He did it. Whatever. He did it. He's gotten over it. The NFL's gotten over it. Isn't it your turn to get over it too? ASPCA can still be upset. But, as a civilian, you really need to still be upset. But everything else that's going on in the world, do you really just still be upset about dogfighting? I mean, I like dogs too, but yeah. But speaking of NFL's players in trouble. What do you guys think about the Ray Rice incident? About the 2 game suspension. Now, personally, again, I may make a few enemies with this comment, but I feel like, again, yeah, the court system did what it did. It gave him what it gave him, and yeah, he didn't have any jail time. I think he has a probation, and he has to do some weekly something. I think he has to be like checked in weekly, whatever it is. The NFL, I don't feel like the NFL's punishment for it should be worse than what the court gave for it. I don't feel like it should be worse than what the court gave for it. So if the court gave him community service and weekly check-ins and stuff like that, then I don't feel like they should. I don't feel like they should be like, oh, we're suspended for half a season, or he's suspended for a season, or he's suspended for 4 games. Why? 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 And it's never okay to hit a woman. Well, I won't say never okay. It's never okay to like knock her out, like beat her up like as if she's a guy. That's never okay. I will never condone that. But we don't know what happened in the elevator. All we saw was elevator opened, she was laid out, Ray Rice dragged her to the room. Now, only people that know what happened in the elevator are them. Now, if he says he hit her and that's what happened, then fine. That you have to answer for that. But everyone saw the video and immediately assumed, oh well, he hit her. Well, no. That's not always the case. That she's laid out outside the elevator. He must have punched her in the face and knocked her out. No. Because I've been in elevators with people who were extremely drunk and just fell out the elevator when it opened. Just fell out. Just plain was out. And we had to go get somebody if they didn't have a friend with them. So, but Ray Rice isn't denying it. So I assume, maybe they did have an altercation. He punched her. She was laid out. Or maybe he just doesn't feel like, trying to defend a point that no one will believe. But it's never okay to hit a female. Okay? Now, if she punching you and kicking you or whatever, and you can't, detain her, grab her and, look, stop. Then, a small shove just to get her away from you, not to, push her and hit her wall and break a neck or fall and sprain an ankle. But, a simple just nudge, a nudge away from me. Almost as if it was a playful nudge. Then, I'm all for, defending yourself and all that. But it shouldn't turn out into, a Mike Tyson versus Muhammad Ali fight. That, one, y'all got that's a messed up issue. If y'all fighting like Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali, I don't think you can call that, abuse. If y'all fighting like that, y'all got some issues that y'all need to go see Dr. Phil about. But, it shouldn't be like, oh, well, you're beating the crap out of her for no reason because she was 5 minutes late coming home. That stuff I don't get. I don't understand. But, what are your thoughts on, in short, after all of that, right? What's you guys' opinion on how the NFL handled Ray Rice's, how they handled his sanctions, really? You know, was it too soft? Was it too severe? Was it right? Um, Personally, I feel it was right. Um, I feel it was right. I feel that 2 game suspension, it was good. Like I said earlier, some people may not agree. Some people may feel like, oh well, he should have been for a season, or he should have been kicked out the NFL, or should have had all this stuff done. Yeah, I'm sure there's those people. They're like, he should be kicked out. Ah, how can you let him still play the NFL? Well, you know, only they know what's really happened inside the elevator. So maybe they had like a fight and he knocked you out. But like I said, never okay to hit a woman. Unless I got that Mike Tyson Muhammad Ali fight, then I got some severe issues you need to go talk about. But just curious what you guys think about that. Let's see, anything else going on in the NFL or in sports in general? How do you guys feel about? I know it's late, but how do you guys feel about? How do you guys feel about the about LeBron going back to Cleveland? Goes back to Cleveland, Mr. LeBron. Personally, I'm indifferent. I could care less whether he stayed with the Heat, whether he went to Cleveland, whether he decided to go to Timberwolves, where he decided to go to fucking Canada. I could care less, to be completely honest with you. Um, but I know there are some people that are upset that some Miami fans that are upset that he went back to Cleveland. I know there's some people who are upset that he went to Cleveland of all places. Some people who are upset that he didn't stay with the Heat. Everybody's upset for whatever reason. Everybody's upset for some reason. You know, some people think it's selfish. Oh, well, you won two, and then you finally lose one, and then you want to move, whatever. Well, here's the thing. He was drafted to Cleveland, right? Drafted to Cleveland. So, when you think about it, when it came time to go to another team, he won championships already. I'm sure he wants more, but when you think about it, Cleveland was where he was going to go. Simply for the fact that that's where he was drafted to. So it was almost like he was going home when he went back to Cleveland. He was going home. Is what you have to see it as. He was going home is what you have to see that as. Not a malicious act, not an act like, fuck this team, fuck the Heat, fuck LeBron. I mean, fuck Wade, fuck Bosch. You can't look at it as, an act of, you can't see it as like a malicious act. You have to see it as a man who left home and now is going back. So for me, I'm indifferent to the fact that LeBron went back to Cleveland. Don't care that much. It's whatever. Maybe he can, make them better. Well, all in all, I'm kind of indifferent to it. How do you guys feel about Carmelo Anthony staying with the Knicks? Did you guys think he was going? Did you think he would ever move? Did you think that it was a bad decision for him to stay? How did you guys feel about Carmelo Anthony staying in New York? Now, like I've been doing, I'll give you my point of view on it. As a Knicks fan, I'm ecstatic that he stayed. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm ecstatic because him leaving would have been like if Michael Jordan decided he wanted to leave the Bulls, like in the mid thing, just decided, you know what, guys, I'm done with the Bulls. I'm done. I'm leaving. You know, to me anyway. That's how I feel about it. Maybe somebody else felt like, oh, well, we could have did without Melo. Personally, I feel like Melo is our team because the guys we bought to help him aren't helping. Amari Stoudemire is always hurt. Tyson Chandler shows up when he feels like it. J.R. Smith is here for a day and then gone for three. So I don't even know what he's doing with life right now. Um, yeah, and then yeah, and what other stuff? So I feel like keeping Melo in New York was a key thing, was a great move by the Knicks. It was a great move. Now for Melo to win, if he wants to win championships, um, he'll have to have, now that we have Phil Jackson, we'll probably get some talent, get some consistent gameplay. But as of right now, I don't know if he'll win one within the next 2 years. Within the next 5, I definitely think he'll win at least one in the next 5. Next 5 years, I think he'll definitely win at least one. When we've drafted rookies and we've groomed them to be pretty good, pretty good for the NBA level. Not great for the college level, but pretty good for the NFL level of things. I think we'll have a team that could beat the Heat, maybe split those games in the season. Maybe beat the Heat half the time. I think we played them 6 times, maybe more. But I believe we could come away with 3, 4 of those games. Once we get those guys there. And with Jeremy Lin, how do you guys feel about Jeremy Lin going to the Lakers? How about that, huh? Jeremy Lin to the Lakers. Seems like yesterday was Linsanity going on in New York when Melo went down. See, fucking with y'all. Let up a touchdown and shit. Damn it. But, how do you guys feel about that? And I've decided that I'm gonna just put this whole game on one video. Actually, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's a lie. I lied. That's not gonna happen because then it's gonna be like an hour video and it's gonna take like 5 hours to upload and yeah, no. Especially not for a sport game. When I play like an action adventure game or a shooting game or those games I'll make like an hour. Those games I'll record for like an hour, put them up for you. But as for these, I'm not gonna do that because I know that was week past. Don't judge me. But for sports games, I won't do that because of how long it'll be. It'll be an hour of watching just the game, and I don't know. I feel like watching an hour of someone play a sport game isn't as entertaining. Actually, I will make this one an hour, and you guys can let me know how you feel about it being an hour. Okay? Because if you guys want it to be an hour, I'll gladly have one game, each video, and have it be an hour. I'll gladly do it if that's what you guys want. But if you guys watch it and you're like, I don't want to sit here for an hour and watch it, I want to be able to, watch, the first half and then say, I want to watch something else now. And then you can just come back later and watch the second half, or, instead of having to put, watch later and then have to go and get it. Yeah. So I'll do this one as an hour, and then I'll record either another one later today, later tonight, well, it's 12:10 in the morning, but later, or, tonight, I'll still categorize as tonight. I'll record another one tonight and do it in 2 parts, each being a half hour. Well, I'll do half and half as the videos, and then you guys can tell me which format you like better, the straight hour or the half. Or you can tell me that you like the half better. But I feel like there's an insect in my room. If there is, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking set this room on fire. No, I'm not afraid of bugs. I just find them annoying. I'm afraid of spiders. Those I am afraid of. Me and spiders are not friends. See, spider instantly dies. I don't care. Day longly doesn't it doesn't get a pass. It looks like a spider, so it dies. Okay, it dies. Oh, damn. I'm sorry, guys, for like the excessive yawning. I had work earlier, and then I actually should probably get to bed soon because I have work again at 6 a.m. So that won't be fun. Especially because you have all kinds of people at coming at 6 in the morning wanting weird shit. I work in a mall, and it's one of the. There's only 2 places in that mall that stay open for 24 hours. Now, why they stay open for 24 hours, I have no idea. The mall owner just feels like they should be open 24 hours. I have no fucking idea why we're open 24 hours. The mall closes at 11, but these 2 stores stay open all day. Now, it's me, which is, I work at this place called All Nights in there. And All Nights, 24 hours, obviously. We sell. We make and we have pre-made Chinese food. We have made, and we can make you a pizza, and we have pre-made pizza. And then we have wings. Now, wings we have to make, no matter what. We don't have pre-made wings because that's nasty. Okay, we have pre-made wings, and you're going to come, and you're going to get them, and they're going to be fucking freezing cold because we made them 4 hours ago. And then you're just going to be tight because we don't have a microwave, and you don't just have a pocket microwave, I'm sure. I'm sure you can come to the mall to eat so that you can take it home. No one does that. Well, I mean, a few people do. We do have takeout. You can take it out, and you can call in, tell us, hey, you want this, and we'll give it to you, and you can go do whatever it is that you want to do with your food. Now, if you want to go around and throw it at people, that's your business. We actually had a kid do that. Came in, ordered some food for takeout. He got sesame chicken, right? Sesame chicken, and a few minutes later, we get a call from one of the security guards. Now we have like the super cool security like thing on your shirt where you just half an hour tango. This chicken is in the hen house. Yeah, we covert. We're like secret service. But what happens here is security guard. He tells us, "Hey, did you sell a kid sesame chicken like 10 minutes ago?" Like, yeah, why? Like because he's sitting on the escalator, throwing it at people. We're like, what? Now the escalator he's sitting on is broke, and it's been broke for like a month. And every time we call the guy to come fix it, he's like, "Okay, we'll be there between the hours of 8 and 9," and guy never shows up. So it's been broke for like a month. So people have to walk up it, or because it's the only up escalator in the fucking mall for whatever reason. So we do this, and he's like, yeah, he's sitting on the escalator throwing sesame chicken at people. And we're like, well, why don't you stop him from doing that? And he's like, well, I am, but I already caught him, but, I just want to know, why'd you guys sell him sesame chicken? And there's a long pause on this because I'm the one talking to him, right? So there's a long pause, and I'm like, because we thought he was hungry? He's like, well, he's throwing at people. He's like, well, he didn't exactly come up and say, hey, I want a $12 bucket of sesame chicken to throw at people. He came in and he said, hey, can I have a $12 bucket of chicken? And we said, what kind? And he said, sesame. So I'm very confused as to why you think we would sell him chicken knowing he was going to throw it at people. And he's like, oh, well, alright, well, I guess, I'll see you on break or something. He's like, oh, okay, see you on break or something. And I did not see him the rest of the day. Did not see that security guard the rest of the day. This says security guard doesn't care if I use his name. I told him that I was probably going to tell stories about work. So I can use his name, not his girlfriend's, so whatever. This security guard's name was Ben. Well, his name is Ben G, but we call him Ben. So, that was a story with Ben and the, 9-year-old delinquent that he thought we purposely gave chicken to throw at people. Yeah, so we stay open all night, and then I'm pretty sure it's the only one in existence to do this, but GameStop in our mall stays open for 24 hours. Don't quite get it. You guys are probably like, what? Who goes to get a game? You'd be surprised, the people that are in there at 1 o'clock in the morning. For no reason. Like, for no reason. Like, they go in at 1 o'clock in the morning, and you know what they come out with? You know what they come out with? Like, a PSN card. Or an Xbox Live card. It's very rarely, like, a game that just came out. And if they do get a game, it's a game that came out, like, 3 years ago. It's like, they go in, and they come out with Uncharted 2. It's like, what? What are you doing with your life right now? It's like, good game, but I'm pretty sure it could wait till, like, normal hours of the day. Pretty sure. Like, I'm pretty sure you're like, you would live, like, another few hours without this. Don't you have work? It's Wednesday. Like, don't you just... Like, you came here at 1 o'clock in the morning to get a game. How do you feel about that? Like, I feel some type of way for you about what you just did. Yeah, like, it's never big stuff. It's always something small or something extremely old. Our movie theater doesn't even stay open for 24 hours. So I'm very confused why GameStop and my job stays up. You'd be surprised the people who come in at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning to get food. We don't sell breakfast. I want to throw that out there. Like we don't have like bagels. You got come get like eggs. Like we don't just like we don't have that stuff on tap. Like you can come and get a coffee. That's about it. Come and get a coffee. Coffee and OJ is really the only, and lemonade if you want to count that, is the only things we have that are breakfast food or whatever. That are breakfast oriented. So when people come in and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they're like, I want a. It's like, can I have the $24 the $24 30-piece chicken? And we're like, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. It's like, yeah. So you decided to get up, and rather than go in your refrigerator or go to like your local Walmart, you came to the mall to get chicken. Yeah. You don't see the issue with that at all. No. Okay. Well, dude. Okay, it's a bit of a problem. Okay. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and you came here to get a bucket of chicken. It's like a half-hour ride from your house, and that is very true. The mall we're at is like a half hour away from like the nearest like building that can be inhabited by like citizens. There's like police stations and hospitals around, so sometimes nurses come down like 4 in the morning. But a lot of time it's like regular normal people that come in at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's like, what are you doing at 4 o'clock in the morning? How much time do you have on your hands that you got up and came to the mall for food? Now, to get to my job, you have to pass a Dunkin' Donuts, which that stays open, that their drive-in stays open 24 hours, a Wendy's that now stays open 24 hours, and a fucking IHOP. An IHOP. And these people come to the goddamn mall. I am very confused about why you would come to the goddamn mall. Is anyone else confused by why you would come to the goddamn mall at 4 o'clock in the morning? Because I know that if mall's half hour away, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm pissed. I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And then, not only am I up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but then I'm gonna get in my car and drive a half hour to the mall and pass a McDonald's, a Dunkin' Donuts, and an IHOP to get to the mall to get a bucket of fucking chicken. Really? Really? A bucket of chicken at 4 o'clock in the morning? I'm not a nutritionist, not a proteinist, or whatever the hell, but I'm pretty sure that is unfucking healthy. I am pretty damn sure that is like the most unhealthy thing you can do in like life. Get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, go get a bucket of chicken. And you're not exercising when you get home at 4:30. Oh no. Oh no. You're not exercising when you get home at 4:30. You're getting home, and you're doing one of two things. You bought the chicken for later, for dinner. Which, why the hell would you get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to come get dinner? Or you go in your room, you turn on TV, you turn on Family Guy, and you're sitting there eating the goddamn bucket of chicken at 5 o'clock in the morning. The hell is wrong with you? Are you depressed? Do you need a friend? Because what the hell are you doing? And you got up at 4 in the morning to get a bucket of chicken so you can sit in your house on your bed and lay down and eat it at 5 in the morning. Something's baffled me. Something's baffled me. And guys who work in the fast food place, you guys can relate to me on this next one. You ever have that guy that comes in and you see him like 3 times a week, so he should know what he wants off the menu by now. He should know what he should come in and just straight yell it at you. Like, he should just be that pumped about what he's getting. No. No. Oh, and this guy orders the same thing every time he comes in. But always takes like 10 minutes to look at the menu. Alright? Fast food guys can relate to me on this. We have that guy. Yeah, we have that guy. Comes in every day. No, not every day. He comes in. I work 5 times a week, so he comes in like 3 of those days, and orders the same thing. But every time he comes, even if there's not a line, he'll sit. He'll sit like a few feet. He'll stand a few feet away from the counter, right? But looking at the menu. And then he'll inch closer, and then he'll go back. And then he'll inch closer, and then he'll go back. And then inch closer, and then go back. And then he'll finally come up, and it'll be the same thing he ordered yesterday. The same thing. Not a distinction in what he said. Not an extra sauce, not an extra fry, not an extra wing, not a variation of the wing. No. It's the same exact thing. Every time he comes in, he orders the $15 12-piece sesame chicken with a small Coke. Every day. Every time he comes in, that is what he gets. So it still baffles me as to why, in the name of blue cheese, he will stand there for 10 minutes and pretend like he's going to get something different. And pretend he's going to get something different. Okay? We have people who we've never seen before who come up and say they want a number 3. Come up and say, I want the 17-piece wings with a medium Coke. Who've never been here before. Who looked at a menu for 10 minutes, looked at a menu for 10 seconds and knew what they wanted. No, not him. Comes every day. Every day. And wants to take 10 minutes to tell you what he wants. 10 minutes when you know what he wants. So you're already making it in the back. You're already telling whoever's cooking that day, hey, he's back. And when you say he's back, everyone knows what you're talking about. Everyone knows you're talking about him, and he's going to get the same 12-piece chicken, 12-piece sesame chicken with a small Coke. Everyone knows what he's going to get. Apparently except him. Everyone except him. I do not understand it. I'm baffled by the fact that this keeps happening. I am extremely confused by the fact that it keeps happening. I don't know what to say to that. Like, what do you say when someone comes in and orders the same thing, but takes 10 minutes to order the same thing? Like, what do you say to that person? What do you say? to that person? I have no idea. I don't know what you say. Sometimes we just look at them. We just look at them sometimes. Like, we just, man, just, just, your face. Just your face. Just, Alright, and that's it for tonight, guys. Hope you had a great time. Hope you enjoyed the game, which we won 35-28 if you did not see that. Hope you enjoyed my stories about, the various things that happen on at my job. I'll probably talk about that on a lot of these videos because, oh my god, you don't even know. You don't even know about all nights. You don't even know. But I'll see you guys. Well, obviously I won't see you, but you got the point here. I'll be back tomorrow or later, however you want to view, 12:30 in the morning. And I hope you all have a good day, a good night. Hope you enjoyed the video.